The organisation that I work for is tasked with spearheading the regeneration of the city of Plymouth. Its main focus is to create jobs and increase what's called GVA. I was put in position to lead on the creative industries for that company. So my role encompasses 4 areas, those being creative workspaces, cultural venues and visitor centres, festivals and events, and skills and innovation. So in those 4 areas I would either generate programs or work with existing organisations to help them better do the work that they do by adding additional resource to them. So in order to retain our graduates who are emerging at the level of 3,000 a year from Plymouth University Art School, we need to provide appropriate accommodations for them to work in, to set up businesses. At the moment, the accommodations that we have for visual artists in particular are completely full and have waiting lists. So my role is to work with those organisations and find the best business model that they can work with, find the partners that are required to make it a sustainable business model. There's obviously a need for this type of what I would call a connector. It's like a connector's role. It's very much about bringing people together, getting people to communicate a little bit more, and sometimes having very difficult conversations, and being challenging, and it's also making judgment calls on some art and some creative practices aren't great, and a lot of people find it very difficult to make a judgment on that if they've not got any experience in the fine art environment. There does seem to be some sort of myth that creative businesses aren't like any other, when in fact when you get down to it, they generally create a product of some kind, whether that be a conceptual product down through to a pot. One of the things that we should encourage as the support structures is to encourage artists to be a little bit more pragmatic about how they approach their businesses and do the similar things that other businesses have to do in order to be successful, which is identify a market, create a business plan, have some sort of a measured growth plan, work with accountants and banks and business people to help them to understand what they're doing and how their cash flow works. And these are kind of fundamental skills, and really that's what the support system should be doing, encouraging them to have enough confidence to work in those environments without feeling like their own business is not of value, because actually the creative sector is highly valued and it actually impacts on every other sector. So everything is designed in some way. Everything has a creative mindset behind it. Everything manufactured has got to be drawn at some point, so we play a more vital role, and I think some artists are led to believe or have the opportunity to understand.